Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jim,
I'm Clody.
and we are known as This and That. And so we got requests today, or is this a grab bag?
I'm picking them today.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I'd like to do videos that I've never heard of the song, or you have never heard of the song before. So I mean, it's a reaction channel, right? You should get a reaction from it. And I want it to be like a first time reaction, right? So it's more genuine.
Okay.
But this song, as I was going through, and for some reason, this song has been sticking in my head. And when I tell you, so the song is Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven. Now, when I say that, I want to also share that I have never heard this song.
What?
I have never heard this
I,
song.
th- I thought,
The only thing I know is Stairway to Heaven or whatever he says. That's all I know. And I didn't even do a good rendition of it. But I have never, ever, ever.
I thought when we went to see Heart that they did it.
I don't even remember.
I thought they did, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought Heart did. Um, okay, I might be wrong on this one.
I
But
don't remember ever hearing this song.
I
And so
thought
we'll know,
yeah.
but I've never heard, and maybe I've heard their heart. I don't even remember. But let's hear Led Zeppelin and maybe it'll jog my memory. But I don't know that I've ever heard this song.
I thought they were.
I absolutely have never heard Led
Okay.
Zeppelin ever.
Never?
No. That's not a group that I was into, or that's something you would have been more into.
Yeah, what didn't they have like a
I don't know.
Inagata Davida?
I don't know.
I think they did. That was a big either album or that was a big song for them, Inagata Davida. I remember that for some reason.
No idea. Like I said,
That goes back a long time.
yeah, it's not a group that I followed
Yeah.
at all.
Well,
At all.
that's understandable.
Because I weren't they heavy metal?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Back with like ZZ Top and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not music that I was along with country. Like that's not the music that I was listening to.
Okay.
So yeah, so I've never heard the Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven.
All right.
Ever. So we're gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you to those who are doing all three. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and help us reach our new goal of 15,000. We'd really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We mentioned in our last video, another video, right, that I will put out a little video just kind of explaining why sometimes we're so inconsistent with our videos and when we put them out. I'm trying my best to do like one a day, one day through Friday. But yeah, I'm going to do a video explaining further as to why sometimes that doesn't happen. So if you're curious or interested, go on out to the post section of the channel and check it out. It'll be there.
Yeah. Well, it didn't, it's not that we are ignoring the channel or anything like that. It's just, I mean, this is not the only thing we do. Let's put it that way. I mean, this is not like, okay, we get up in the morning and we go, okay, we need to go. Let's go, work on our videos. That's not how we roll. All right.
We enjoy it, but it's not like our top priority for the day. Let's put it that way.
No.
So, but anyway, I'll put out a video kind of explaining a little bit further into why.
It's our fun time.
Yeah. Why it's a hit and miss sometimes. Okay. So
Led
Zeppelin. Then I will share if I've heard it or not, but I can assure you I've never heard of Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven.
Okay.
So here we go. And I will listen now with the ears of listening to Stairway to Heaven and see what everyone says is so great about the song.
Okay.
Okay.
all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Makes me wonder. Really makes me wonder. And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason. And a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter.
You really don't remember this with Heart?
Remember the music, the flute more than anything, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I ever heard the words to it.
Yeah, I remember too. I think they did. When we went to see them in concert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember them doing this, but I think they also did it at a big hall. They were doing a
The
tribute
The
at Kennedy Center. I think they were doing a tribute to Led Zeppelin, and I think Heart
I probably
did it.
didn't pay attention because, again, was never into Led Zeppelin.
Well, I'm sure Hart's happy to hear that. It's hard to have, I'm not going to pay attention. But this will become you need to. I want to see how you react to the rest of it. Okay,
I'm trying to follow the
lyrics.
lyrics.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
I
follow
just
the
want,
lyrics.
but I want to see what you think of it because it leads to something. So
Okay.
I'll leave it up. I'm going to throw you a
So
little carrot out there.
right now, explain to me the lyrics so far.
Well, again, it's just looking out, looking beyond.
Right.
Always trying to, how shall we say, the glitter.
Okay.
You're always trying to, it's that I call it pixie dust.
Right.
It's magic.
Right. Okay.
But
All right.
listen to the rest of it. I want to see how you react to it.
Okay.
You- what do you think? I say this is classic rock
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, it's just classic rock. They were probably early 70s, maybe.
Yeah, I would agree.
Right around
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But yeah, this was one of their. I mean, this is one of their classics.
So, where would you put this song for you?
Um, well, I remember listening to this back in the 70s,
Right.
and I thought Led Zeppelin was one of the classic rock groups of the time. Um, much like I always thought ZZ Top was the same way,
Right.
classic rock. Uh, it's not something that I mean, you have to, I think, really appreciate that era
Hmm.
and that style of music
Right.
in order to say, okay, I want to listen to this quite a bit.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, the classic rock was
Well,
when
what did you think of this song?
I like it. I've enjoyed. I like this song. I've and I liked it when Hart did it too, when they did a tribute.
Hmm.
Um, I just think it's one of those where you can look back and say, okay, that's kind of where some of the, the classic rock came from.
Hmm.
So, and they were a classic rock group, Led Zeppelin.
So, okay, but here's my question for Led Zeppelin, because again, I've never listened to them, but
Okay.
were a lot of their songs, would you say they were like this, or was this like an outlier, this song?
That's a good question. Um, they did, I remember Inagata Devita, which was totally, totally different, which was much more,
Rock and guitar.
rock and no and drums.
Okay.
Um,
More hard rock, though.
much more.
Right. So that's what I'm asking. So would this be like an outlier for Led Zeppelin? So
Yeah,
I
kind
would
of a.
think so.
It was like a toned down.
Okay.
It was toned down.
So as I'm listening to this, I'm thinking, and I could be wrong. Again, I'm not a big Led Zeppelin person,
I,
but
if you didn't know
obviously
"Stairway to Heaven" was their song.
never listened to it full. You say it was in concert. I don't really remember it. Obviously, it did leave an impression on me. But
Yeah, really.
so this is how I'm thinking about it. You've heard of oh my goodness, Green Day. Green Day, where they did Good Riddance.
Okay.
You've heard that song,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Good Riddance for Green Day was something so far from what they typically did, which I sometimes wonder. It's a great song. I love the song. It's on my playlist. I love that song. But you sometimes wonder, because if it was such an outlier, that's why it got so much attention, because it was so far removed from what they typically did. Great song. This is a pretty good song. Pretty good. I'm not a big Led Zeppelin, but it's got to be also that's what gives it some.
Well, this was a classic for them.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, this
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
classic for them. Uh, I can tell you they didn't have a ton of hits, 4 or 5
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
and I may be stretching that. I don't know, but uh, all I do recall listening to Led Zeppelin. Um, and it's kind of like I'll give you another one. Remember Pink Floyd a little bit? No,
I
you're fine.
remember them, but
Okay.
I didn't really listen
Well,
to
and
Pink
again,
Floyd.
I
He loves Pink Floyd. I know that.
well, I remember their album Dark Side of the Moon,
Yeah.
which was, it's unique to them.
Yeah.
Um, but it also came out of that era.
Yeah.
Uh, so this kind of came out of that era.
Yeah.
This was probably a little bit of toned down, wasn't so hard rock.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why I called it classic rock. That it had all the lyrics, and then it kind of crescendoed a little bit toward the end.
So again, so is this a song that people would listen to over and over again?
I will tell you this, that it was very, very, very popular.
Right. I'm not disputing that. I think it's a good song. Okay. People can say, it's great. What are you talking about?
It would have to be people that enjoy Led Zeppelin,
Right.
that, or enjoyed
That type of music.
that style
Right.
from that era.
But
Again, I go back to like,
that's my question. But that's my question. Like, so is this a song that you would listen to over and over? Would you put this on your playlist and when it
yes,
came on, you'd be like, oh my gosh, and you turned it up
I don't know that I would turn it up, but it would be nostalgic to me.
and you would listen
I
to
would
it
listen
and
to
you
it
would enjoy it?
because it would take me back a little ways.
Mm.
I mean, I like I like Pink Floyd. I thought ZZ Top had some interesting music,
Yeah.
and I'm sure people are saying, "Who are they?" But that goes back.
Heard of them.
Okay.
Those are not groups that I would was listening to. Sort of like country. Like that's not the music that I would listen to.
You were still a mere babe at that time, too. Let's don't forget that, okay?
So I mean, but the groups that I've heard of the groups for sure.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard of their music, about their music. I've just never been curious enough to say, "Oh, let me listen to
Well,
them."
we're going to have to do some,
Listen to some
yeah,
of it.
yeah. We're going to have to do some more. We'll have to do ZZ Top, so
Yeah.
you can hear
Okay. That's fair.
um, and again, same type style.
Right.
It's not something, no, I wouldn't say I want to hear all of Led Zeppelin stuff. No,
Right.
no, not at all. Again, some of them, yes. But there was a reason why, think about it, they were at the Kennedy Center and there was a tribute for them because they did some significant music at the time.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that. No, I'm not saying that they're a terrible group. Certainly not. That's not what I'm saying. It's just probably not my type of music.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Not everything they did was my type either.
Yeah.
So,
So,
but
okay. So back to this song. Did I like this song? Thought it was okay. And I'm sure I'm going to get, oh, you don't know music. You're terrible. I'm entitled to my opinion.
but again, it goes back to, you know, who is the audience? I mean, if you're talking about people that are 40 years old, they probably have never heard of Led Zeppelin. Or if they have heard of them,
Yeah.
somebody, introduced them to
Mhm.
Led Zeppelin. Um, I mean, there's people that I had never heard of until we started doing this channel
Mhm.
and said, "Oh, okay." And some of it was, "Oh, I've heard that song before."
See, that's how I am.
Yeah, you go, "Oh, I've heard that song," but I couldn't put, the artist
Right.
song together.
And
So,
that's kind of how I am with like the classic rock, as you say. I've heard of them. I can't say that I've ever listened to them. Like this song, I've never ever actually sat and listened to the song, you know.
mm-mm.
So, but it was okay. I don't. It wasn't like my top 10.
Okay, no problem. Wow, that horse buried yet? And we put that poor horse, and we rode that horse. It
Yeah.
broke down. Time to bury it.
Now I'll get a lot of backlash. Oh, sorry.
I think I'm gonna pick a couple here in the near future. We'll go back a few years. Hang with me,
Oh, boy.
you old timers. Hang with me. Until the next time, I'm Jim.
I'm Clody.
We are this and that. Till then, see ya.
Bye.